Hi, the internet. Welcome to the What Else Show. I'm your host, Robert. This is Bethany.
Hi, internet.
And today we've got a brand new What Else show for you. Bethany, what else are we talking about today?
Today, we are kicking off a new series of episodes for the What Else Show. And we are going to watch the first episodes of various shows and talk about them.
Right. Shows we've seen, shows we haven't seen, shows we remember, shows we've heard about. Mm-hmm. Every show that's ever been on television has a first episode.
Yes.
Yeah. And so we're going to be looking at some first episodes. This is first episodes, episode number 1.
Yes.
Could be the first and it could be the last.
Could be the last. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
So for our first episodes extravaganza, we're starting off with Designing Women.
Okay, Designing Women. Give us a little bit of when did that come out?
So Designing Women first premiered on CBS on September 29th, 1986.
Oh, 1986.
1986. That was the first episode. So I was 9. You were 5.
We don't need to talk about how old people were when they were watching this show.
So anyway, that's what we watched.
I can remember watching this show.
Me too.
I don't remember a ton of it because I was a child.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is like necessarily child appropriate. I mean, it's child appropriate. It's fine. It was on television.
Yeah.
But like, I couldn't imagine I knew what was going on.
Yeah. So I did do some a little bit of research because I like to do research. So this particular TV series was a sitcom created more for like adults. So it was like more of a grown-up sitcom. It's not something that you would see on like TGIF or anything like that.
Right.
It was more for grown-ups. It was a CBS show. So it had a little bit more of like an adulty, more adult subject matter. So yeah, it's definitely different than...
Let's talk about who's in it. Then we'll talk about the intro. Then we'll talk about the plot.
Okay. So the lovely cast. So Dixie Carter plays Julia Sugarbaker.
I don't know her from anything else. I only know her from Designing Women.
In the 80s and early 90s, she was in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I only know her from Designing Women.
But yeah, she's great. Annie Potts played Mary Jo.
Annie Potts, everybody knows her from Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, Toy Story.
Oh, yeah.
Bo Peep and Toy Story. Jean Smart plays Charlene.
Yeah, Jean Smart is having like a rejuvenation of her career. She's in HBO's Watchmen.
Yes. And she is phenomenal. And Delta Burke plays Suzanne Sugarbaker, Julia's sister, younger bratty sister.
Yeah.
Meshack Taylor plays Anthony, who is their handyman / friend.
I know Meshack Taylor from another old movie, Mannequin.
Oh, yes. Meshack Taylor was in Mannequin.
He plays Hollywood Hamill? No.
No,
I think his name's just Hollywood.
Name. Yeah, he has like a weird name, and he's kind of an odd character.
Yeah, he's an odd duck. He was not in the first episode.
No. So in the first episode, we see Scott Bakula.
Quantum Leap
himself. So he makes an appearance. So that's kind of interesting. The first episode was in 1986. So think, vests and shoulder pads.
Oh, the wardrobe is crazy.
The wardrobe's crazy. Big hair. Lots of statement jewelry pieces. Very, big kind of gaudy.
Yeah, it's
jewelry. Yeah.
The wardrobe is odd.
Yes.
I don't remember anybody actually dressing like this. I think this is just kind of a heightened reality of what people were actually wearing at the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they were kind of wearing the best of the best at the time. Like they are wearing like the most kind of, extreme versions of whatever's
in.
Yeah.
The intro is just kind of music. There's no lyrics to the song.
It's Georgia on My Mind.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. I'm shocked you didn't catch that.
No, I like that song, but it's played in a weird...
It's played in a weird way.
Like an elevator type of way.
Yes, but it's Georgia on My Mind, and that is their theme song forever.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then in the intro, it shows different pictures of the cast, and I think it kind of tries to show what they do for the company they work for in the little pictures.
Yes, they're interior designers, and so they each kind of have a role.
How the show is filmed actually really reminded me of like a play, like a stage play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mostly took place in their office, which is like a big house.
Yes. So, Julia works out of her house.
Oh, that's her house.
Yeah. And so that's why it's a house. They work in her house. She's got this big, beautiful southern mansion. The show takes place in Georgia. I feel like we didn't mention that.
No, we also didn't mention...
That's why the theme song's Georgia on My Mind.
We also didn't mention you can stream it on Hulu. Yes. And also you can stream it for free on Pluto TV.
Yes. Two
because,
very important
I mean, obviously we're talking about it, so you're going to want to know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to want to go watch it. Yeah.
Let's talk about the plot of this episode.
So in the first episode, it is made very clear that they work for this company and they are in financial trouble.
Yes, they made that clear.
Yes. And Julia is at the helm of this company. It's her company.
Her and the sister own the company. And then Annie Potts and Jean Smart are investors in this company that they also work for.
Yes.
So they're all like part owners, I would imagine.
Yes. So they're all partners. And in the first episode, they talk about how much money they have invested in the company because Julia is trying to save the company. So her younger sister, Suzanne, immediately you notice that she is less sensible. She's more materialistic. She seems a little more...
Before we get into Suzanne, let me talk about, what's her name? Julia Dixie Carter as she first walks in. I thought she was kind of a Cruella de Vil character.
Yes.
She walks in.
Yeah.
But immediately she walks in and she sits at her desk and she's like, oh, we're in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah. She's like puts on this air of like not evilness but like
she's kind of a badass.
Yeah, the air, but you can see that she's very insecure in that first moment.
Yes.
She doesn't actually have a grip on what's going on.
Yeah, she doesn't have like
complete control of the situation.
Exactly. So she's trying to figure out how to save the company. I feel like Julia's character is very she's very much a feminist. She gets very...
she's a man-hater.
I wouldn't say she's a man-hater.
All right.
But she is very protective of the women in her life. She's very... I feel like she's kind of like the mother hen, maybe.
Sure. She plays a motherly role to all of them, I think.
Role.
I mean, this is the first episode, maybe.
Yeah. But man, she's a firecracker. So she's just like... very, very strong, and she really dishes it out to people, even the people that she works with. So her younger sister, kind of as we were alluding to, is like a little bit less sensible, very materialistic, immature, and so she really dishes it out.
They let it be known that her younger sister has had many ex-husbands right away,
and
she collects alimony checks from all of them.
By the way, Charlene, I can't seem to find any of my alimony checks. I think you've misplaced them.
Well, excuse me, but they're right here where they always are, in order of alphabetical husbands.
Yes, many ex-husbands, many lovers, many affairs.
I don't know about affairs.
So did you not catch when Julia told her that if sex was fast food, she'd have arches?
That doesn't mean they're affairs.
Over her bed. Well, love affairs.
Yeah, okay.
Love affairs.
I thought you were talking about
not extramarital affairs.
Yeah.
No. I was just talking about
right,
like one night stands or whatever. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. No. Just love affairs. So there's kind of like that sisterly dynamic, so that kind of makes for fun.
Right, because she can talk shit to her and she's still going to be her sister.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So the first episode centers around Suzanne dating Mary Jo's ex-husband.
Yes. She starts dating Mary Jo's ex-husband, Annie Potts, because she's looking for a gynecologist.
I don't even know another gynecologist.
Joe's ex-husband's one.
Yes.
Now remember, I'm about 8 years old watching this show.
Yes. So like we said, this wasn't really like a TGIF, gather the family in front of the TV thing. This was a, CBS, we're making sitcoms for grown-ups. This is hilarious. They mention the word sex. Like, I lost count.
Yeah, a lot.
I was like, I'm going to keep track of how many times they say the word sex. Well, I lost count because they talk about sex so much on the show.
Anyways, let's get back into the plot.
Okay, sorry.
Delta Burke is looking for a gynecologist.
Yes.
Annie Potts' ex-husband is a gynecologist. They set up that she is not on good terms with her ex-husband, but she gives her his number anyways, which seems like a crazy move in the first place, nobody would do that, to find somebody else. Anyways, she gives her his number, and then in the very next scene, they're dating.
Yes. And it's hot. Like, we were trying to figure out how much time went by.
It's impossible to tell.
Can't tell. And so Julia kind of goes off on Suzanne about
dating her ex-husband,
dating Mary Jo's ex-husband. Like, how can you do that? And so that's kind of the center of the drama in the first episode is Suzanne dating Ted, the ex-husband. Really. That's pretty much what happened to drive the
that's what drives the narrative,
the conflict.
What's the resolution? Well, I mean, this is a spoiler review. I mean, everybody's already seen Designing Women.
Yes.
So spoilers for Designing Women.
Spoilers for Designing Women from
it aired
1996.
86, even further back than 96.
So basically, Suzanne continues to date Ted and forces Mary Jo and Ted.
No, they're gonna get married.
Oh yeah,
they're engaged.
Yeah, they eventually become engaged.
And she tells them in a sushi restaurant, the only other setting in the first episode.
Yes, the only other place where we see.
And this is where the one time I laughed in the show was.
Yes,
they're eating in a sushi restaurant, right?
Yes.
And then Delta Burke comes in, and Dixie Carter says, hors d'oeuvre.
Here, have a hors d'oeuvre.
It's a whore pun. Come on, bro.
They made a whore pun.
Hors d'oeuvre?
In the first episode. I was dying. It was so funny.
That was really funny. That's the funniest part of the whole first episode.
I think part of the reason why it was so funny is because it was so unexpected.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was expecting from a sitcom in 1986, but I was not expecting so much sex talk, and I was not expecting the word whore.
Hors d'oeuvre.
That is not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of whoa, I can't believe she just said that. So it's really funny.
The funniest part.
So funny.
So then Delta Burke gets Scott Bakula to talk to Annie Potts one-on-one so they can resolve their issues that they're having.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years since they were married.
Yeah.
They can resolve these issues that they haven't talked about for 10 years, the reason for their divorce and how they feel about it. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes. And so
Scott Bakula, by the way, is painted in a pretty bad light.
Very unflattering light.
He wasn't a good husband. Annie Potts paid for him to go to school. Mm-hmm. And then after he was out, and during that time, he was messing around on her. And then after he was out of school and became a doctor and started making money, he left her.
Yes.
Every man's dream.
That's pretty much what happened. So the resolution was that Mary Jo and Ted, they talk it out for hours. Did he end up apologizing?
She didn't want him to apologize. She just wanted him to say thank you for the work she put in for his career and his life that he has now.
That's right.
She didn't want money. She didn't want an apology. She just wanted him to say thank you and be appreciative of what she did for him.
Yes.
Annie Potts and Scott Bakula's resolution leads to maybe in a jokey way of Delta Burke and Scott Bakula not getting not being engaged or not getting married, just like questioning.
Yeah, they kind of alluded to it because Ted and Suzanne are leaving, and Suzanne says, well, we have a lot of stuff that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of like, oh, are they even going to end up getting married?
Yeah, I guess he kicked a dog. I don't know. That was one of the jokes.
For your information, I do not go around marrying men who kick dogs.
Hey, I don't know where she got that. I never kicked a dog in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I love a good dog kicking joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was adamant that he did not do that.
Yeah. And then that's the end. That's the end of the first episode.
And that was the end of the first episode.
Is there anything else you want to say about this first episode?
I just made a note about the belts, the vests, and the shoulder pads. That definitely. The abrupt music lead-ins.
Oh, abrupt music lead-ins. And there's there's one harsh cut in this episode that you would have thought it was this show. That was such a harsh cut.
It was like
yeah.
But whoa, bad editing, bro.
Also, it doesn't look great on Hulu streaming.
It does not
Yeah, it looks kind of like garbage.
great. But I mean, it's from 1986.
Yeah.
So really,
They didn't know what they were doing back then.
What do you expect? That's the first episode.
That's the first episode.
I did want to. Can I say a few things in general about this series?
Yeah. That's what I asked you. Is there anything else you want to say?
The last episode aired on May 24th, 1993.
Oh wow, it went for a long time. Do you know how many seasons that is?
So, well, I mean, it's 7 years, but I don't know how many seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many seasons.
Good job with your research that you love to do.
Sorry, I grabbed.
Make a note of that. Make a note of how many seasons.
Sorry,
are.
I grabbed the year, not seasons. So it was on for a significant amount of time. It also spawned a spinoff. There was a.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so there was a spin-off called Women of the House, starring Delta Burke's character as Suzanne Sugarbaker.
Oh, okay. I would like to say this about the first episode. In this first episode, they do seem like empowered women, strong, independent women. But it's not these strong, independent women that don't need a man. I think these are strong, independent women that really want a man.
Yes. They're each kind of lonely in their own way.
Yeah. From when I watched it when I was a very small child, I can remember one episode.
What episode is it?
There's an episode where they go to like a spa, right? Mm-hmm. And two of them are trying to lose weight and two of them are trying to gain weight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think Jean Smart and Delta Burke are trying to lose weight and Dixie Carter and Annie Potts are trying to gain weight.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they go to like a spa. That's the only part of the only episode I remember.
Oh, I remember like 6 different episodes.
What do you remember from these episodes?
I remember that Suzanne loaned Annie Potts a string of real pearls, and Annie Potts loses them. There was another episode where they took like self-defense classes.
Oh, I would like to watch that episode.
Oh, and then there's an episode that dealt with homosexuality and AIDS.
Oh, a very special episode of Designing Women.
There was a very special episode of Designing Women. So what are your memories associated with this show?
That's it. That's all I got. That's it. I remember the name of the show and I remember that one episode. I kind of remember who was in it. All right. Well, that's the first episode.
Yeah,
do we rate the first episode or what?
So it seems kind of unfair to rate it.
Why? I'll rate whatever I want.
Because it's from 1986.
Don't care.
So what are we comparing it to?
Enjoyment of watching.
But it's from 1986.
I don't care.
Okay, well then I'm going to give it a 5.
You're going to give it a 5 out of enjoyment from watching? You give that a lot of nostalgia reasons?
Yes. Absolutely. Lots of memories from my childhood. Watching them interact with each other, it really brought back a lot of memories of like watching them on screen when I was a little kid and just being like, yeah, that's the kind of woman I want to be. And I've wanted to move to Georgia for like the longest time because of the show.
Humidity.
Yeah, humidity.
It's filmed in LA, I think.
Yeah, probably. But like I just became obsessed with the South and Georgia and Atlanta and Savannah, and yeah, just because of this show.
So are you gonna watch the rest of the seasons?
I don't know. Are
you gonna dive in a little deeper?
I might.
Fine, that's what you think. I'm gonna give it a 2. I really don't think it holds up. If you're going to watch it, it's going to be purely for nostalgia reasons, or just to see the crazy clothes, or just to see what a show consisted of back then. Just what people were dealing with at that place in time. Am I going to watch any more episodes? Maybe, because I really want to know what that episode I remember is actually about. If my memory is at all right. But other than that,
It does sound familiar.
I don't think I'll watch anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Well, let me take us out.
Yeah, take us out.
Thanks for watching, Internet. Thanks for watching our first episode of First Episodes.
Yay. The first of many.
Maybe. You can follow the show on Twitter at What Else Show. We're also on Instagram at The What Else Show. Please like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. And if you have a first episode of a show you want us to watch, go ahead and leave us a comment.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, on Twitter or YouTube, or I don't know if people leave comments on Instagram.
Or send us an email.
Yeah, or send us an email at thewhatelseshow@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Yep. Bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet. So just a second.
Oh, this is where I'm going to use one of those harsh cuts.